One person once asked, when is the future? And declared the future is now. From the black and gold to the black and red to the black and chrome, we return home where it all started. Full Sail University, as we bring forward to you tonight, NXT Homecoming. Welcome to this special live watch event here in the studios. And welcome to the last minute subtle TV special pre-show discussion. Let's freaking get ready to do this. For we are NXT. Hello, everybody, and welcome back here. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. There. Hello, everybody, and welcome back here. Watch. And welcome back here once again to Simple Studios. You know what this is. I am the Simple Man of the Simple Brand, the voice of the SRS Forever, grateful for all things professional wrestling, damn it, and also black and gold for life. You can't tell me otherwise. And my name is Noel Foster. Thank you all for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Again, if you want to dictate the conversation, PayPal the Passions or Super Chat, as simple as that. For now, I am rolling solo, but for the night, I will not be alone. Of course, you can watch along with us through your local provider if you have the CW, but we're happy to be that blind conduit for you tonight into NXT's special event where we go back to where it all began, Full Sail, and we'll be live. Charles, good to see you in the chat. I hope everyone enjoys the discussion, conversation, analysis, and reactions. And please stay tuned shortly after this. We will, of course, be continuing the content here with some predicting for WWE WrestlePalooza. Me and a gaggle of guests will be discussing that 5-match card. And again, it should be a fun conversation. As the next 2 hours, we focus on NXT Homecoming. So I hope you all enjoy. Of course, we have a stacked card here tonight. We know that we have many alumni coming here, but we also have including the past versus the present. As Trick Metal Game takes on DIY. Can they do it themselves again? Or once again, does Mel not miss? Tyler Breeze looks to make the NXT North American Championship gorgeous as he takes on All Eagle Ethan Page, the best person in North America. We got a Grayson Waller effect that surely the viral moment as Oba Femi and Ricky Saints will go face to face. I expect things to get physical, but I expect the result to remain the same. And the definition of past versus present, Fatal Influence takes on a triage of NXT's greats in Mommy Rhea Ripley, Lyra Valkyria, and La Primera, Stephanie Valkyria, as Jayne prepares for her NXT Women's Championship match to come up. We also have the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions on the line as Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley of the Culling will challenge the current champion, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. And of course, the EST of WWE returns home to the black and gold, where she was once undefeated. Sami Zayn, who of course ushered in a revolution and of course fought against one of his greatest rivals. We were once glorious, and we will give you a highlight tonight as Bobby Roode returns home to his NXT. And of course, the man that managed it all, the strongest degree after the passing of the late, great Dusty Rhodes, baby. Lord William Regal himself, and the Prince, who did not miss when he was, of course, a previous 2-time NXT champion, Finn Balor, returns home to NXT. And then so much more to come as we are at the top of the hour, and we are about to go live here on the CW with NXT Homecoming if you all are with me. So please, hope you all enjoy the conversation, reactions, and stay tuned. I also want to give you a solid programming note. Lyra Valkyria was not originally involved in this match. It was a summit with Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley is the Valkyria, but Tiffany Stratton is not clear to compete tonight. So Lyra Valkyria returns home to NXT to compete in her place, also a former NXT Women's Champion. Of course, we look at NXT's evolution. We look at the growth. We look at the evolved superstars that have transcended to the main stage. You look at the sub beginnings for the likes of Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, get well soon, Bianca Belair, Kairi Sane, the undefeated Asuka, 526 days NXT Women's Champion, never yet still pinned or submitted in NXT. Glorious Bobby Roode, Blue McIntyre, you name it. It's been a who's who that has gone from NXT to become the superstars you know today, where the future continues to evolve as WWE NXT Homecoming is about to get underway. Let's do this, folks.
So I have one question for you before the show gets going.
I think I know what it is.
DIY in the building and glorious Bobby Roode coming home, do we get a glorious bomb?
Swear you did that on purpose. And so help me if someone finds a glorious bomb done today, I'm going to freaking lose it. As of course, right now we got a solo video package here where Paul Levesque introduced NXT to see the future come forward at Full Sail. Seth freaking Rollins, of course, the inaugural NXT champion. Dustin Rose, the inaugural general manager. Paige, former original NXT women's champion. The Shield, of course, transcended out of NXT. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. The Wyatt family. Like I said, a who's who of the greats of the past and the future legends to come tomorrow, rest of the day, came through NXT, and that is undisputed. All right, I'll admit, this video package warms my heart. Ascension! Bailey the hugger. By the way, I think Bailey's going for a midlife crisis. What the hell is she doing last night? Someone explain that to me. Charlotte Flair truly was the queen of NXT. Corey Graves, of course, who never stepped down. Biggie Langston, who only needed 5. Oh, this is going to be fun. I'll admit, this should be fun. Rusev, believe! Of course, Shawn Michaels transcended to become the general manager of NXT.
Hi, Noah.
Hello, Walter. You're right on time as we look back at the black and gold, what truly was my NXT, and why I still solely believe to a degree this is not my NXT. It is still as great, if not possibly trying to become better than what it once used to be when I thought this brand died of what it meant to be. Tonight, though, is sure to be an incredible honoring and ushering in of what has happened and what's to come as we look at some of the greatest moments and the superstars that have gone through
my God.
Full Sail University.
A short-bearded Sami Zayn. Whoa.
That's it. You don't remember that? She's getting out for more than Finn Balor that tore the freaking house down, American Alpha and the Revival.
Mhm.
The Demon original debut, Aleister Black, Johnny Gargano, my iconics. Shayna Baszler, still the baddest NXT Women's Champion in NXT history.
One of the best rivals, in my opinion, that I really, really loved was freaking Shinsuke Nakamura and Bobby Roode.
Yes, and of course, that transcended to the glorious era. Rhea Ripley beat Shayna Baszler to finally become the NXT Women's Champion. Tommaso Ciampa, who was the last legitimate heel in WWE with a black heart, hated by everybody, as he and Johnny Gargano defined what NXT was for a generation. It's crazy looking back at this right now and seeing these shots and thinking what Maranello, what Beth Phoenix, what Nigel McGuinness, what Rich Brennan, what Corey Graves, what Byron Saxton, all called to a degree. That was my NXT. God, I miss Maranello, though, calling NXT what it was.
I wish they could have made a deal, even if it was for one night with him, and just, hey, listen, we'll pay you this amount. We need you for this homecoming. Just this one time, can you do it?
Well, there are some things that even money can't buy, overcoming pettiness. As we get ready now for NXT Homecoming after that incredible video package. Oh, you fuckers! The original NXT theme! The roar of the crowd with the current NXT roster in the video package. All right. Now you got me invested.
I told you needed to be a part of this.
Well, again, the jury is out whether or not I'm truly into this NXT, but I am definitely invested tonight in NXT Homecoming as we are back home where it all began. Full Sail University. Hello, everybody. Noah Foster. And by the way, Mr. Reliable Walter Cruz. Congratulations, by the way. And thank you to all of you and helping him reach this milestone of 200 subscribers. And he's going to hit it big next year when he heads to WrestleMania weekend in Las Vegas. If you haven't already, still subscribe to the Rage of Wrestling. As I thank Walter Cruz and all of you, let's thank the brainchild of this brand that you thought was different than WWE, but still brings the future forward too. Here comes the man himself, Triple H. Paul Levesque.
Dude, I just got a weird feeling inside this whole nostalgia. Even the ring is the old school and everything.
Everything outside the set he's walking out of is the original NXT environment. And that man right there is the brainchild behind what he turned FCW into. NXT.
I remember. I loved this, man. It was like back in the day, JJ would know because I would channel surf and go back from TNT to USA, from WCW to WWE. When NXT and AEW were on, when NXT was on commercial, I flipped to AEW. When AEW was on commercial, I flipped to NXT.
I did
This
the
was the
exact
era
same
right
thing.
here.
I did the exact same thing, bruv. Let's do the atmosphere. NXT is loud and proud. And watch, Dev. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you soon enough. JJ, I do not see Izzy Moreno yet in the odds. Of course, Izzy Moreno, the original Bailey super fan, the original NXT super fan.
Speaking of that, last Monday on Raw, it's not a spoiler because it already happened. Bailey did this weird thing where she was the hugger gimmick, and she did all this, and then in the back, and when she was in the back, she was the heel version of her. After Tiffany got hurt, you should have brought Bailey back to NXT so that they could just show the hugger Bailey on NXT TV again. Like they should have did that. Even if she flipped it, even if she was the hugger at the beginning, then the second hour you come back as a different Bailey. They should have put her in this tag title, this tag match. Like I really feel like they missed the opportunity right there. You have this thing where she's going back to old gimmicks. This would have been perfect if she became the hugger gimmick on NXT Homecoming again.
Hindsight's 2020, Walter, but I do agree with you. That's report right there. But there is a
welcome home chance to Triple H.
Yeah.
I'll let you translate.
For every staff member, for every production, for every kid that went to Fuller University at the heart of this process. All of you are special. Someone just said, "We love your trips!" And here's the thing. What? I'm going to make a point here. What's really special about this is all of you. Are you guys in this bin right now?
Thank you for calling us special.
Everyone who is watching us right now from home on the CW are special. You are why this is here. You are why NXT is stronger than ever. All of you that started as a whisper. It's a little tiny whisper. Quietly going along. And you turn into an undeniable roar. Case in point, the roar of the crowd.
Can you imagine how he feels? This is basically his baby grew up, like metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, right? It's probably only for that Captain WWE. Passion for this, along with the town, everybody else. Your passion did this. You passion turned the roar. Your passion for this, chatter conventions. Your passion allowed NXT to take over.
Their passion got JJ to join it, even if it was the rainbow version.
Don't remind me of that. I'm trying to be in a good mood tonight. And see the future. And you and the ones that said NXT, that future is now. You are the ones that stood up your feet. So it is on you. And chant at the top of your lungs, "We are NXT." It's been a long damn time since I've said that.
Woo! Noah's definitely NXT tonight.
You got me for one night. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Allow me to come out here now and stand up for you and say thank you. Well, what the hell? Come on! From the guy that started it to a guy that basically has co-produced it with him, here comes Shawn Michaels.
Oh, you knew this was going to happen.
Of course, these two literally are the brainchilds of WWE now. Stand up for you and say thank you. The freaking audience saying sexy boy. Never singing that song again.
Oh, there goes sexy. At least it wasn't like Ethan Page or somebody interrupting.
Well, I mean, leave it to somebody from the now to ruin something from the past. HBK chants being out loud and proud, as they should be, damn it. Thank you very much. There's no curtain, right? Yeah, no curtain anymore.
That's what Triple H was saying. He almost said curtain, but there isn't one.
Yeah, what happened to convention? Like, seriously. Setting up Illinois Gates Raw and SmackDown. Making multi-billion-dollar deals.
The sacrifice
we
that
were
these
all
people,
very thankful for.
the sacrifice they make to WWE. Poor Shawn Michaels. Look at his legs. You could just see his knees were just all the years of abuse.
Well, that's why he says he's got double knee surgery, I think, coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H bringing Sean, his team, everything. That's not out of the park. Since NXT right to CW, you've been lighting the world on fire. I thank Sean for everything he's done. I mean, he's done a pretty damn good job. I'll give him credit. Credit's due.
I wish they would do a Survivor Series NXT versus main roster thing again. NXT dominated the one time they did that, remember?
I told you the last time I cared about Survivor Series was 2019 for a reason, right? Not since then Survivor Series gave Jack Dewey to me. Whoa.
They need to do that. They really do.
We didn't even get this all uncomfortable. Then we have a very, very big problem. Wait, whoa. Hold on here. Triple H, Shawn Michaels, what are you doing? Come on now. There's no need for oh, shit!
What if what?
Well, if you want order, bring the man, the gentleman villain himself. Here comes my NXT general manager, Lord William Regal.
Oh, shit.
If anyone's going to put Triple H and Shawn Michaels in their place about leading this brand, this gentleman will.
Who doesn't love Mr. Regal?
About to say.
I always loved his theme, too. For something that's just an instrumental, that shit goes hard.
That's why that's probably one of my favorite themes. I think it justifies my mood sometimes and my freaking demeanor. Pretended to take off the edit. War Games! What? Wait a minute. Regal, you're not trying to start something. Oh, shit. Well, the hits keep on coming. I did talk about the women of NXT. Here comes the first lady, if you want to call it that. Please welcome back your former NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair.
Holy shit.
Well, Charlotte Flair is supposed to be here tonight regardless, defending the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, whatever the fuck those titles are worth. Nonetheless, literally I was going to say the second NXT Women's Champion, and here comes Little Miss Bliss to follow.
Little Miss.
Again, folks, they are not friends.
A couple of SmackDowns ago, they used the F word. They used it.
Look, actions speak louder than words. All I know is the Women's Tag Team Champions are here in NXT.
I think they said the power of friendship, but they used it.
Okay, I'm going to say this right now. The power of friendship is bullshit. It's a dumb point.
So is this our opener?
I don't know, maybe. I mean, I don't got Teddy Long making a tag team match player, but we do have NXT alumni, Alexa Bliss, of course, formerly part of NXT Tag Team Champions.
We're going to hear a lot of welcome home chants tonight.
Clearly. Doesn't matter who was in charge or when it was in charge. The women have always been in NXT. For once, Charlotte Flair, you're absolutely right. Get your heart out of me roster. Yeah, Full Sail University. Women like the 4. Women's wrestling chants right out loud and proud. Sandy, good to see you in the chat. And shout out to Rock and Ropes and Matthew and Charles. Thank you all for tuning in. You have to say these names. The 4 horsewomen of NXT. My NXT!
Damn it!
Asuka. Carmella. Alexa
That
Bliss.
would be a good idea. We could do it ourselves. We'll do it should be you and JJ. I can produce it. It'll be a My NXT versus My NXT. You guys build a card of this versus this, and then we'll give people opinions of who would win. Like you pick the black and white NXT people. He's got to pick the current NXT people, and we'll fantasy book it and we'll clash it, and then we'll have everybody vote on who the winners. And you guys can explain. I think this would happen because of this, and he would pick this, and it will clash it. It'd be his NXT versus your NXT, like our own little pay-per-view.
Well, as much as you like to put me under the nose of fantasy booking, I'm not Triple H. I'm not Shawn Michaels. I'm not Lord Regal. If I'm going to be compared to anybody in WWE, I'm a commentator. I'm freaking Maranello. But you know what? You live in that fantasy all you want. What W2K25 is now free for Plus subscribers on PlayStation. Go play that in your MyGM mode. But coming up next is indeed the W Women's Tag Team Championships. As Tatum Paxley, oh, look at that. Tatum Paxley and Lyra Valkyria back together.
Wait. 2025 is free?
Yes, it is. Now on PlayStation Plus. As we look back again, as this is actually home because we got a commercial break. Fuck television.
I'm downloading that shit.
Yes, if you're a PlayStation Plus, you now can play WWE 2K25, which means, Walter, level up if you finally want to start the My GM mode series, because now you can get the game.
Wow.
Well, as we got a momentary break there to breathe, again, we are indeed NXT. There's a reason why this logo is on my screen. And yeah, again, Rock and Ropes, happy Tuesday to you. War Games, will it matter this year? Will it be irrelevant as usual? We'll find out soon enough. Speaking of relevancy versus irrelevancy, stay tuned for City Predicting tonight on WrestlePalooza following our coverage here of NXT Homecoming. It'll be me, it'll be Walter, I think Jeff, Charles, others. Who the hell knows? My WrestlePalooza might be bigger than the damn card itself for City Predicting. So we'll find out soon enough. Stay tuned here live, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm leading, hosting, moderating as always, because it's more fun to moderate than participate. City Predicting for WWE WrestlePalooza. But yeah, I got a PS5, dude, and they recently came out on PlayStation Access that, yeah, you can find WWE Chicken 25 now on the PlayStation Store for Plus members.
Well, you and I got a game, and you know Alicia wants her Jeopardy and her Wheel of Fortune, so we got when you get your financial order, you got to get the Plus back.
I'll get the Plus back next week when I get paid. I promise. By the way, Jeopardy, yeah, I could be a Ken Jennings. We should do a Jeopardy game one of these days. I'll play it.
Yeah, I'm down too. But, you know, you versus her because she's great at that. And by the way, my heart just broke when they went to commercial because they showed Bray Wyatt in the old gimmick, man.
It's not copyright.
The buzzer!
Anyway.
And the fact that his brother just said that on SmackDown, he said follow the buzzers for the first time. He never used that with the YS6.
I got you. Yes, and to your point, Sandy, Paige indeed, like I said, was the first NXT Women's Champion, and then she had to vacate the title after going to Monday Night Raw to beat, you all might recognize this name, AJ Lee. At the time, general manager JBL, how do we survive that? Vacated the title when NXT arrived. It was Natalya versus Charlotte Flair that won that night. The vacated NXT Women's Championship, and of course was won by the Queen before she lost it to Sasha Banks eventually. Speaking of vacated championships, of course we know this Saturday it will be Stephanie Vaquer, La Primera, taking on Io Sky. Two former NXT Women's Champions in their own right for the vacated WWE Women's World Heavyweight Championship. And of course, we'll be covering that here, folks. Stay tuned Saturday as we have a double feature coverage coming AW All Out and WrestlePalooza back to back because I'm fucking crazy. So again, all the rest.
The predictions on that.
Yeah, AEW All Out Thursday and WrestlePalooza is tonight, like I said. Official 10:30 p.m. Standard time. But Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Lord William Regal, literally the trinity of power that enforced the letters we came known as NXT after Dusty Rhodes passing, God rest his soul. So, an incredible opening moment of respect and reflection and appreciation for what has led to ultimately what we all clamored for the longest time in WWE, and Evolution, and NXT was the foundation of that, and it still is to this day.
The fact that we got here, like it literally started as a game show style thing with
Right?
people having their veterans and my rookie and this, like it sounded like that, like 2K25. I have my rookie. This is my rookie. It was all game show stuff, and it evolved into this. It's so awesome.
Well, there are 3 fathers and 1 God, JJ. I'm actually respectfully proud of you with that comment. That's very good by you. God bless
That
you.
was.
It's a core value, by the way, folks. In case you don't know, I am what I am, and I am what I am. Don't like what I am. It's your choice. Anyway, again, full scale diversity. And you figure about also, I'm just going to put this out there right now. The roar of the crowd. That was the foundation of what NXT was. It was that roar that led to what NXT became known as. As we get set now for our first match here, and the Culling challenges Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Action underway here at Full Sail University NXT Homecoming. Of course, we know that Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss have also had multiple targets on their back, including against the Secret Harvest. Charlotte Flair recovering from a recent injury caused by the face of America from Canada, Chelsea Green. But of course, the Culling, much to my surprise, Walter, you of course watch because in a way this still is your NXT to a degree. You've kind of fallen in line with the Black and Chrome. Tatum, Paxley, and Izzy Dame earned this opportunity in a triple threat number 1 contenders match, pinning, I believe, Saruka and outlasting Fatal Influence.
Yeah, they set Saruka up when she went for her move, and they pushed her own partner in there, and she hit it. That was just an awesome ending. But you should dig Tatum, Paxley. You're the one that digs crazy chicks. You should be all over this one.
She's not crazy enough for me. When you look at my craziness meter to the level of Daphne from TNA and Nikki Cross from Sanity and the Bunny, of course, from Smash Wrestling with Courtney Rush, a.k.a. Rosemary, and Joshi's that bleed buckets for a living like Suzu Suzuki, Tatum Paxley has work to do. Let alone Victoria, Tyra, Black Widow.
It doesn't get much nuttier than Tatum right now in this.
As of right now in WWE, I'll give you that. But I also think Tatum Paxley has great potential. Tatum Paxley reminds me a lot of Alexa Bliss in a way when it comes to the way and her style in the ring. And again, we got 2 teams here that are not friends, but you could argue that one team is a family.
Don't forget, Charlotte is not 100%, not at all.
And Paxley and Alexa Bliss meeting in the ring with accessories in Lily and a little doll. About to get very dark and mischievous here. And shout out to Vic Joseph, Booker T, Kelly Kincaid, and Mike Rome, the NXT correspondents.
That's true. Goofy is a captain.
Found out a tie-up here with Alexa Bliss and Tatum Paxley early going. Tatum Paxley just driving Bliss down by her here.
Bliss and Paxley, when they started, it's not the quite level of the Yeska and the Demonito, but they tried their version of it.
The less I think about that, the better off I am. Nice! Matrix low bridge by Tatum as Bliss grabs the ropes. I'm not sure which one is trying to out-mind game the other here. Nice cover of the crossbody, gets a 2 count. Looking for the Sister Abigail. Tatum able to escape. I honestly feel like looking at these 4 women, Walter, Alexa Bliss and Tatum Paxley makes the more complete, defined, and arguably more realistic tag team in these women. Up and around, Miss Bliss with the T. Harris, 6'10" Paxley up and over. And tag made Izzy Dame and tag made a Charlotte Flair.
The mind games are crazy.
Charlotte Flair, Izzy Dame, first time ever we're seeing these 2 women go one-on-one inside WWE ring, let alone in NXT. Charlotte Flair again, second ever NXT Women's Champion. Izzy Dame, previous challenger to Saruka's NXT Women's North American Championship. Of course, we haven't seen Charlotte Flair involved in NXT TV action since the pandemic. Less to say about that, the better. Still the kind of 9 tag team match, of course, with DIY versus Trick Metal Gang, Grayson Wilder Effect with Oba Femi and Ricky Saints. Sure to be a viral moment out of that. And so much more.
Ricky Saints earned his title shot finally. It's going to be good Saturday when they collide. I almost said Saturday.
So look, the next two Saturdays are going to be all right for fighting professional wrestling. Jawbreaker there by Izzy Dame to Charlotte Flair. Of course, we got this weekend 2 events, and next weekend, got 1 event, and the following weekend, you got NXT No Mercy. Got Toho by Little Miss Bliss, and so far, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Takeover Blockbusters by both. Very nice.
They weren't. They didn't have any mercy on each other at all.
We'll see tonight who leads with the gold. Family or not friends. We get back to NXT Homecoming after this commercial break. Fuck television. The women's tag team championships have always been debatable to me, though, to a degree. I mean, again, I think about the actual women of NXT that were tag teams that could hold these titles. Outside the Iconics, I didn't really have many other options, honestly. But anyways, we got a commercial break here. I'm just curious, though, again, these women's tag team championships, outside the Secret Harvest, what you got on the main roster? I'll wait.
I'll wait too.
Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one in that mindset. But yeah, Tatum Paxley, to a degree, I mean, previous challenger to the TNA Knockouts World Championship. I think she previously challenged. Oh yeah, she challenged Lyra for the NXT Women's Championship. That was a nice little embrace, though. Lyra, Valkyria, and Tatum Paxley. Izzy Dame, though, I think she's still trying to figure out herself, honestly. I mean, you think about, again, you thought she was part of the D'Angelo family, which is finally Arrivederci. It's totally gone. But also, I think Izzy Dame right now feels like a master manipulator when it comes to the Culling. Almost like psychological warfare she's trying to put into play. Use Tatum Paxley her own way. And whether Tatum Paxley becomes aware of that after this match will be, more talk beyond the fact.
Wait till the Culling and White 6 interact. It's going to be some crazy shit.
Okay, Nikki Cross, Tatum Paxley, Alexa Bliss. You actually might have something there. Lord knows WWE doesn't have any women. Lord knows WWE doesn't have any women factions. Shoot, Scooby Bitches actually rock. Sky Blue, Thekla, and freaking Julia Hart's one of my favorite things right now in all professional wrestling. Again, I dig crazy chicks. And what I don't dig is commercials, and I'm doing my best to keep cool and composure because this is why I fucking hate covering television.
You must have really dug that freaking Tony Khan match Tony Storm.
Bro, bitches! All I know is I saw 12 bitches battling in the 2300 arena. My life is complete. So, anyway, stay tuned again. AW All Out. We know we got Thekla versus Jamie Hayter versus Timeless Tony Storm versus freaking Chris Statlander. Because that's where it's at, damn it! Right now, I am so damn excited for that match. Again, apples to oranges, salt to pepper, NXT, AEW, WWE versus this wrestling company. There's something for everybody, all right? So just enjoy what you wish and leave the rest alone. Stay in your lane, bruv and bruvettes. That's all I got to say about that.
These damn emails. Sheesh.
Anyway, let's see what everyone's saying here in the chat. I want Stat to become champion just so Willow can take it from her. How dare you! Although Willow Nightingale is trying to fight Marina Shafir, and I'm still waiting for that fucking match to happen. Ironically enough, though, the most violent women's match last year was Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale. While All Out was last year the most violent pay-per-view, this year might be the most Canadian and participant pay-per-view. Good grief.
Who doesn't love Willow, though? You gotta love Willow.
I mean, I can't help but smile at that bubbly, unorthodox powerhouse. You are absolutely correct in that. I'll give you that. Anyway, we have a commercial break here, folks. And of course, we are talking about the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Whether or not the Secret Harvest shows up tonight, whether or not we have challengers made for No Mercy or whatever the hell they're doing in October. I have no damn clue. And shout out to Willow Nightingale on the cover of Pro Wrestling Illustrated, bringing the power and positivity as we are back here at NXT Homecoming. Great issue, by the way, JJ. I'm kind of jealous. WWE Women's Tag Team Champions on the line right now. Tatum Paxley and Charlotte Flair in the ring. Tammy Daisy Dane trying to isolate the queen. To your point, Walter, Charlotte Flair, of course, now wrestles with that forever looks like compromised knee. As we see that knee brace there is a huge target for the challengers. Oh, big boots.
I mean, didn't they just recently cancel a title defense because of her knee?
Yeah, Knife Edge Chop, I believe you are correct, as Dr. Bliss was basically taking care of her not friend, but fellow tag team champion. And of course, Charlotte Flair is no stranger, or Alexa Bliss for that matter, for holding these titles. They've held them multiple times before. So the fact these two can coexist, sometimes just a matter of strange bedfellows just working together here. The Missouri though by Tatum Paxley as a day with the Culling out of the corner. Cover here, match book, and we got new champs and a 2 count. Here they get second away from a title change, kicking things off here at NXT. And right now, Charlotte Flair desperately needs to make a tag. Speaking of women of NXT, the announced to the kind of night 6-women tag team action. Mommy Rhea, Ripley, Stunning Valkyria, and Lyra Valkyria taking on Fatal Influences, Jacy, Jayne, Jazmyn, Nix, and Fallon Henley. Of course, Jacy Jayne will be defending her NXT Women's Championship at No Mercy, lest we forget. And right now, Izzy Dame just pie-facing the Queen. Charlotte Flair has not been seen in action in NXT since taking the title away from Mommy. Ooh, Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania in front of nobody. Off the ropes, and both women meet with a boot and both women down. Alexa Bliss, Tatum Paxley, very hyperactive in their corners. Both women right now are just waiting for the tag. Both women in need of it. Tag me to Tatum, tag me to Little Miss Bliss. Bray Wyatt, aka The Fiend's last great best friend.
I love these two interacting.
It sounds like to me you just want to see a singles program with these two. Who's more spookier than the other? Oh,
I know.
Havoc match waiting to happen. Great combination by Little Miss Bliss. Freaking in a playground of horrors. That cheerleading background coming in play here. Nice cartwheel blockbuster. Isn't enough here. And a kick out at 2 by Tatum. Alexa Bliss right now regaining the momentum for her team and for the titles that are on the line here. Of course, titles going to have a chance to be a pinfall submission inside the ring. Oh, and look at the face. High impact offense there off the back heel leg trip. Might be looking for some Twisted Bliss going up to the high-risk district here. We'll watch Izzy Dame, though, coming in from south side. Fend it off.
Be careful. They call it high risk for a reason.
Oh, damn. And the calling now trying to come into play. The numbers game. Charlotte Flair neutralizing one of them. Sean Spears distracting Alexa Bliss. Twisted Bliss fell on the knees. Tatum Paxley, chain advantage, schoolgirl, roll up, leverage through the ropes, and nearly stole the titles. So close. Charlotte Flair taken down by Tatum Paxley with a cheap shot. That's Ira and the Queen. Izzy Dame clocking Alexa Bliss. Double team here, and Tatum Paxley. Oh! We got a new chance. Charlotte Flair immediately breaks it up. It was almost like a lightning spiral. And right now, the referee losing control. Gee, where have I heard that before? Charlotte Flair neutralizing Izzy Dame. Tatum Paxley and Alexa Bliss illegal, though, still. Went for the 450. Roll through. Bliss got out of the way. And clock to it right. Got her hook now for Sister Abigail's kid. Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. Readjust the position. Sister Abigail kicks it. Good night. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair retain.
Wow. Nice opening match for Homecoming.
And again, they may not be friends, but they are still WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. You don't have to like each other. You just have to coexist with one another.
I hope they defend the title more in NXT because after they unify the title, NXT people can't get it.
Well, I mean, pretty much the only place you have a women's tag team division potentially is NXT. So hopefully, to your point, you're right. For now, though, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss still WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. That might be some of that Saruka might be looking for here as we go backstage. Expect her to stop mid-flipping a freaking soul snatcher. Laney Reed right now talking about Candice LeRae. Hey, look, it's JJ's favorite wrestler. Candice LeRae now. Laney Reed, of course, who will, one of those two will challenge Saruka for the Speed Championship and get 3 minutes of fame. Holy shit! Shut up, Baszler! What the hell?
Whoa! I forgot I was a mute. I was reacting to Big G, man.
Shayna Baszler saying, fix this. Got her share of tag partners. You guys
Holy
have.
shit.
Just apologize. Fix it. And get everything you want. Wow, Shayna Baszler with some wisdom. Former NXT Women's Champion and former also Women's Tag Team Champion. Of course, Saruka have a huge potential as a tag team. Speaking of tag teams, coming out next, it's the past versus the present. DIY returns on the NXT to take out Trick Metal Game. When we come back from this commercial break, fuck television, here at NXT Homecoming. What the hell? Shayna Baszler? I thought she wasn't with WWE anymore.
All that under things I didn't expect.
Right? All right. Well, I know Big G's got to be happy somewhere. He had his own moment there. Again, speed title is more relevant than your oldest car speedometer, but what the fuck ever. Anyway, looking at the comments here real quick. Freaking JJ with the Jim Ross reference. There's Gooby as a prick, whom, by God. That might be accurate. Shout out to good old JR Jim Ross. Jerry the King Lawler, please take care of your body. Gum, I'm not sure how much more the King can take. Should be Tony versus Stafford. Oh, that's it. And Matthew, cause and effect. All right. It is what it is. But hey, when it comes to women's wrestling, NXT or AEW, those women kick ass. Main roster, take notes. Then again, Valkyria Sky has all the potential to be the best match this weekend if no one fucks it up. Charlotte doing
That's a big if.
Moves. Right. Well, between Asuka's freaking jealousy, Kairi Sane wanting the fan to be together, and Mommy Rhea Ripley looking to be there for her friend. Who the fuck knows in WWE's land of story time versus quality professional wrestling championship matches? Anyway, yeah, Shayna Baszler, former NXT Women's Champion, might I add. Speaking of Kairi Sane, she took the title from Kairi Sane after Kairi won it off her. After Shayna literally won it off, you recognize this name? Amber Moon, a.k.a. Athena, who's been bringing our Women's Champion for 1,000 days. Crazy.
Over 1,000 now.
Oh, yeah, you're right, over 1,000. Excuse me. The fact of the matter is, outside Asuka, Shayna Baszler, to me, is the last real legitimate NXT Women's Champion in NXT history. Nobody could touch that bitch. Until Rhea Ripley finally did. Took a while, though, for her to do that, and she wasn't even Mommy.
Anyway, Shayna up.
Yeah, unfortunately, she was never the same again. They really fucked that up. Then again, that style of athlete doesn't work for us, brother. Anyway, shout out to Dwayne Atkinson. Good to see him in the chat. What's up, brother? Appreciate you as always. Again, I'm always going to be black and gold. That bleeds and is literally thriving through my veins. And the black and red also coagulates with it. Black and chrome, not fully injected yet. And I don't know if it ever will be. But I will say NXT No Mercy has promised. And it's sure to be something. And we will be covering it, Walter. And I do look forward to covering that with you or JJ or who knows what other Yahoo that you all have me call everything imaginable here in the world of professional wrestling. Something! Why isn't Jake Something a champion yet? Still pisses me off! Anyway.
I don't know. I honestly thought he was going to get a title by now.
Don't get me started. Anyway. To get a title, to be a champion, to fight for a title. It all coagulates here in professional wrestling. As again, we don't have no other title matches here tonight, but we know we have former tag team champions in DIY who gave a clinic in one of the best trios of matches I saw in NXT history with, you might remember them as the Revival, now known as FTR. And ironically enough, DIY won those titles for them in Canada. Speaking of Canada, we know AWL's in Canada, and it will be FTR versus CNC in Toronto. Oh, that's right.
Man.
North American Championships on the line. I almost forgot about that. As if I expected to lose.
Man. The
Crazy.
rivalry that Gargano and had with each other. Never mind as DIY. Ciampa
Right?
and the Gargano, they had some of the best matches in NXT.
In front of nobody after a while.
God.
But the star of it, to your point, that moment in Chicago where Ciampa turned on Gargano, the two were never the same again. They became Shawn Michaels and Triple H of NXT. And now they're back home looking to remind this one-trick pony and Melo exactly why they don't miss. Time for this tag match.
Didn't they make it all the way to the stage? Just that he did it on the stage. Like, am I remember that correctly?
That's
Like
correct.
the show
Clearly.
was almost over, and then boom, like
That's when the logo actually mattered, and it meant
yeah.
that something bigger was to come. While this freaking jackass is disrespecting TNA title. Trick Williams, of course,
Yeah, man.
though, that beat come out. No, not gonna go there. Not gonna go there. Gonna try to be a good person tonight.
I don't know how these two are gonna get along, especially you never know. Miz could be around the corner, being jealous that they get a tag. They get to team up when he wants a tag title opportunity with Carmelo on SmackDown.
New number one hit to come, Melo's Bitch, starring Trick Williams. Trick Williams right now trying to prove that he surpassed Carmelo Hayes while he's the TNA World Champion.
The NAT champion, because he keeps putting it on backwards. Or upside down, I should say.
Just gonna leave that alone. It looks like Carmelo Hayes wants to hang another jersey in his collection and burn it. Kim is back home. Talk about another person that's kind of been lost in the shuffle. This is all you, Walter, right here. You saw Carmelo Hayes ride the promise since the breakout tournament when he was one of the longest running NXT champions. Taking on all comers, including Braun Breaker.
Hey, Noah, what JJ says with Sami in the house, will he do the United States Open Challenge?
I mean, if we're really trying, merge the three brands, and Sami Zayn is a former NXT champion, I could see him giving an opportunity for someone here in NXT for that title. Really try and push the Open Challenge further than John Cena did. We only did it on Monday Night Raw and welcome NXT talent up. Why not bring that title here to NXT and let someone shine on their own stage? I could see it. I wouldn't mind seeing it, honestly, but time will tell. Of course, we saw Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes close last year's Stand and Deliver in the main event. As we welcome back home the Black Heart of NXT. I do miss this theme, though. Again, though, I also kind of do miss the curtain. I'm not going to lie. It's so weird seeing Ciampa without that beard and hair. I barely recognize him. What a homecoming, though, for the man that treasured Goldie more than life itself at one point.
Dude, Ciampa was the freaking highlight of that ladder match, man. The way he hung up and did the sit-up, that was crazy.
I still can't believe the amount of core strength. And you want to talk about highlight? Here's Mr. Takeover himself, Johnny Gargano. A rebel heart never stops beating. Johnny Gargano, who's been in more takeovers in NXT history than anyone in the history of this brand, has held every title imaginable. Tag Team North American and NXT champion.
God, I miss takeovers. Takeover Brooklyn. Takeover, oh my God.
Keep going. Take over New York. Take over San Antonio. Take over Atlanta.
Take over Toronto. Didn't you do what part of Canada? Was it Takeover Toronto?
Yes, it was literally Takeover Toronto where we saw the culmination of DIY winning the NXT Tag Team Championships from the Revival in Toronto Falls. Loving this energy, though. We talked about how Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa still call themselves the best duo in NXT. Bell reigns are underway as Carmelo Hayes is here to remind Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa your time's past and Melo don't miss. This is still Trick Melo's game, despite the fact they may not agree with each other.
These sons of bitches at Full Sail don't realize how lucky they are.
Great combination here so far in the early going by Carmelo Hayes and Johnny Gargano. Y'all might be looking at 1A and 1B here when it comes to these two athleticism. Despite one being a Casanova, and a tag made to Trick Williams. Trick Melo again, trying to ask Johnny Gargano. Big drop kick. For the fact that Trick Williams might be nothing more than a Booker T cosplayer, he truly has proven a lot here in becoming his own in NXT and seizing the TNA title. I will give him that.
You would have been more of a fan of him if he never did the TNA part. If he did everything else, you would have been fine with him.
The jury is out. I never really bought into Trick Williams, honestly, and even JJ is on the bubble when it comes to him shining and botching. Tope Suicida wiping out Trick Melo game across the announce table.
He has a few things
Welcome
to work
back,
on.
DIY.
He has some stuff to work on with his punches and things and his comebacks.
Trick Metal game might be over before it begins again. Will we see DIY once again do it themselves? Find out after this commercial break. Fuck television. And look, like I said, the bottom line, though, is NXT is where you are to evolve. Not that shit you see on Tubi, okay? No one watches that. No one even knows that freaking thing exists. But the bottom line, though, NXT is where you thrive, where you truly become your own. And then the WWE tries to morph you into what they want for nothing more than reality. So it is what it is, especially in this day and age. But there is no arguing that Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, they were the pioneers of the black and gold NXT.
I feel like that's why Ciampa didn't want to go up. He stayed in NXT like one of the longest people. Like, wait, why he didn't call up? It wasn't called up, but they would have ruined him long before. I feel like that's why he stayed in NXT so long. He shined, man.
Well,
Ciampa was one of the longest tenors in NXT.
He literally vacated Goldie due to neck surgery, which led to Johnny Gargano finally winning the NXT Championship against Adam Cole, baby, at NXT TakeOver New York.
Mm-hmm.
And the moment he's right behind me. He's right behind me, isn't he? I kid you not. Recently, these past weekends, I've been watching those takeovers because, again, that was my NXT. And those are still some of my favorite WWE events ever in this company's history.
I wonder.
What? What do you want?
NXT isn't affected by the ESPN deal, right? They're still going to be on Peacock?
For the duration,
CW?
yes.
Oh,
yes, for the duration, I think through March. But next year, the jury is out what happens at the WrestleMania weekend. But to your point, again, folks, if you're going to watch WrestlePalooza along with us, you can no longer can watch it on Peacock. You need a VPN to watch it on Netflix International if you're here in the States. Otherwise, it's still Netflix internationally for all you other people outside the country. Lucky you. Or you have to go to the ESPN Unlimited plan through some sort of provider, including, but not limited to, Disney and Hulu bundle for $30 a month. So is WWE worth $30 to you? Prove it to yourself this Saturday watching WrestlePalooza along with us. Whether or not it continues, we'll see how much I'm paid. I don't know if I'm paid enough to cover this type of stuff. But anyway.
Yeah.
We're going to have to really rethink about stuff, dude. Priorities are our passions, and there are far bigger priorities for me and my money when I'm trying to build my budget than freaking spending $30 a month on WWE.
Big G gave me an out, so I'm still going to be covering WWE.
Well, you're a braver soul than me. Why I've been detoxifying myself or freaking trying to cool myself down watching British game shows and trying to chill quite literally. I haven't messed with wrestling since New Japan Pro Wrestling on Saturday. You guys got me working on a Tuesday night because the black and gold spirit exists. That's the only reason I'm here.
And we had you work 2 Fridays in a row.
That's not happening again. Bloody hell, freaking Tuesdays and Fridays are my sleep days. I actually learned what sleep is. Anyway, that's a whole different conversation.
I don't know what sleep is ever. I work too much.
You know what? You got naps, so you know at least about rest. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's a whole different conversation. It's better than the bullshit on television. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. I'd rather be looking at the back of my eyelids than these damn commercials.
Well, again, TV, marketing, top 1%. I'm pretty sure if I was even the top 1%, I still wouldn't give a fuck about television. Because I'm just not wired like people the same. I'm not. Anyway, that's probably for the better. But yeah, and again, talking about tag teams, the DIY. I mean, hell, worlds collide. We saw DIY versus Mustache Mountain at one point, Trent Seven and freaking Tyler Bate, when there were 2 actual different NXTs, and one was trying to fight one better for the other. That was the last time you thought that NXT actually had brand supremacy and matter. Speaking of things that might matter to remember, stay tuned when we cover tomorrow night, AEW in September to remember. If nothing else, it should surpass December to dismember. But we are going to cover that tomorrow night here for a special 3-hour AEW event here at the Cibo Studios. We cover all the wrestling. Criticize, analyze, pontificate, analyze all the wrestling. And we're back here on the CW here. Tommaso Ciampa reached for the tag of Johnny Gargano. Trick Williams, tag of Carmelo Hayes. And a tag made to Johnny Gargano once again. Gargano with the hot tag right now, taking Carmelo Hayes down. And so Gray rocks Trick Williams.
Momentum
was the hype guy at one point. You were saying?
Momentum must have shifted while we were on commercial.
Well, Lord knows freaking television doesn't mean jack shit.
Because it was all DIY when we went to commercial.
Right? But I mean, hey, we were doing it ourselves impromptu. Speaking of which, again, we're showing no mercy to the television. NXT brings no mercy next Saturday from Fort Lauderdale, Florida on the Peacock. And stay tuned for our coverage of that. Melo off the second rope. Gargano gets out of the way, though. Both men on the ramp, sidestep. Melo rolls inside the ring. Now Johnny Gargano looking to fly in. Oh, man! Catch with a slingshot spear! Covered!
Wow.
Two! No!
Damn. And September, by the way, is one hell of a month for wrestling. I tell you that much.
Yeah, everything being covered here. Dead gum. On back-to-back weekends, on Saturdays, thankfully, and not Sundays, Tad made Tommaso Ciampa. By the way, that wasn't slingshot. That was just Gargano throwing himself between the ropes for a perfect spear to Carmelo for a near fall. Sidestep. Whoop. Almost got miscommunication there. Ciampa able to prevent the kick. Tad made out of Trick Williams. Harlem sidekick, as I said, by the biggest Booker T cosplayer since I don't know when. Rolling boot, though, to Tommaso Ciampa. Hoisting up Gargano face first with a flapjack.
Literally, the last time he defended the TNA title, he had a Harlem Heat inspired gear.
Pop up, uppercut. And might be looking for the trick shot. Made by Carmelo Hayes. Boy, does this look familiar. And up and around. Date down face first. Carmelo Hayes taking down Ciampa, and Trick Williams right now be reminded of his place. Again, who rules Trick Mello game here? And Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes with a subtle embrace. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Walter.
Oh!
Wait a minute. Trick. Oh, lunge over Hayes. Wipes out Gargano. Was it in for Hayes? I wasn't sure. I'm pretty sure it was that, though. It looked like it anyway.
It looked like it.
Off the second rope. That combination offense cover here by Carmelo Hayes on Ciampa. Gargano with the save. Nice modified doomsday device there. Hell of a match here by these great tag teams of NXT's past and present. And right now, Johnny Gargano and Trick Williams squaring off here. I have no idea who's legal. Super kick. Takes Trick Williams down.
Dude, I was just going to ask you. I was like, yo, I got lost as to who's legal.
There's 48. Up and around. Meanwhile, Ciampa hoisting up Hayes. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Backstab over the knees. Powerbomb coming by Ciampa. And Hayes kicks out. For a moment, I thought Ciampa was going to go for the fairy tale ending. He went for Project Ciampa instead.
This is a hell of a match.
Well, considering who we're dealing with, it doesn't surprise me here. Speaking of the TNA Championship, let's not forget, Britt Williams to defend that title against Mike Santana at Bound for Glory. A schoolboy roll up now by Ciampa. Wait, now trying to hook Williams up. Double underhook.
I can't wait. The pop I'm gonna give when Mike Santana finally gets that title, and I'm gonna jump the fuck out of this seat. And I already know.
I expect you to. Oh. Wow, Hayes just shoved Trick Williams out of the way of the meat in the middle. And Hayes is fighting now, DIY, all by himself. Pop up. Shot machine!
Damn!
A shot machine by the Revival's greatest rivals! Meat in the middle! Gargano with the cover, and Trick saves the matchup.
That was not subtle. You know they did that shatter machine on purpose as a shout out.
We're talking about the tag teams that define NXT, DIY, and the Revival. That was like 3 takeovers worth of a rivalry. Now
I
Ciampa
think it was
and
3 of them.
Just fighting. Oh wait, what the fuck, the man's? What the fuck is he doing here?
I told you!
Gargano!
Didn't I call it?
Wait a minute, what's Trick? The Carmelo Hayes out of your screen! Nothing but nets! Just a half cover! 2 goddamn nets! Trick Mello game with the win! Trick Mello steals it! Thanks to that B-list superstar!
I told you Miz was going to show up.
Fucking believable. A coincidence on my ass. We know that freaking Mello Don't Miz and DIY are on the SmackDown roster.
Miz
Carmelo
does have
Hayes
his.
carrying Gargano for the win, thanks to his impromptu assist by his actual main roster partner.
You go all the way back. Miz has some history at NXT. He was one of the original coaches.
Yeah, well, as far as I'm concerned, it's an unwelcoming surprise to see that guy. But it's not unwelcoming to see this man back. And to JJ's point earlier, the best in North America looks to keep things from being gorgeous. Tyler Breeze challenges Ethan Perry for the NXT North American Championship next. And we go back to non-commercial break. Fuck television.
We know all ego isn't gonna be afraid to pose for those pictures for that Breeze likes to throw. They're selfies, but he'll pose for them.
Selfie sticks is one of the dumbest inventions by man I've ever heard of in my life, and that's saying something for the image. You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna Morgan Freeman this into the wormhole. Anyway, I will say this though: great match. Also, fuck you, Miz. Let's see here. Shoot, Miz is worse than the Cleveland Browns. What? Anyway,
You went there.
damn right I did. I don't give a fuck
A
about
sports
football.
reference from fucking Noah.
Once in a while, I even surprise myself. There's a reason why I'm the freaking play-by-play guy for every show on this network, practically. What are you doing here? What's up?
I just wanted to bring something to y'all's attention because me being in the producer studio, I've been able to do stuff on social media. TNA stars are blowing the F up right now. Mackenzie Mitchell, many of us at This Is TNA are former NXT talent. You know I love Trick Williams, but it just doesn't feel right that he's the only representation of TNA at Full Sail. Steph DeLander, wow, NXT really thinks they can control This Is TNA. Don't forget I still live right around the corner. Maybe it's time for a different type of homecoming. Tom Hannafin, enough is enough. Cedric Alexander, I came to TNA for new opportunities and to reinvent myself. I refuse to sit around and have NXT talent take those opportunities. It's time for a change. Matthew Reicholt, I owe a lot to NXT. Cheers to homecoming, but make no mistake, I'm Team TNA all the way.
And now you know why I don't.
Hold on. NXT celebrates its past but disrespects TNA's future. Many will talk about it. A few will do something about it. Consider this a warning, Shawn Michaels. That's from Mustafa Ali. Mike Santana, I've made it clear. Don't matter if it's TNA or NXT. I'm coming for what's mine. Cassie Lee, sick to death of NXT running roughshod over TNA like there are no consequences. You're playing with fire, Shawn Michaels. Jessica McKay, wow, NXT really thinking they can do whatever they want with TNA. You gotta be joking.
Very much.
Mike Santana again, also to keep it real with everyone. I'm pretty sick and tired of all the WWE NXT has control over TNA and can do whatever they want bullshit. I think it's about time we put it to rest and do something about NXT Homecoming.
About time someone fucking says it besides
I'm telling
me.
you, NXT and TNA are going to get involved in Survivor Series.
Ash, what's this? NXT Homecoming without me? I started there, finished there, came back around and made history there, and still no invite? I should be the homecoming queen tonight.
Queen is a fucking...
Okay. Hold your hate for Ash by Elegance, but all these TNA talents putting these tweets out, I'm wondering if we see an invasion here this evening.
It would actually make me care about this freaking show more to a degree, and also fuck CW, and also freaking NXT versus TNA. While TNA might as well be Timu NXT WWE brand spit LLL bullshit right now on the roster, freaking talking about it, and Trick Williams all discrediting the freaking NXT.
So you know I just wanted to bring that to your attention, give you a little something to talk about during the commercial breaks here, gentlemen.
All right, I appreciate that. Well, Walter, like I said, this truly is not my NXT, and I don't know if it ever truly will be again, because black and gold will always be in my veins, but I always be TNA faithful, truly, to the real TNA, to the originals, to the real champions, to the real alternative heroes. And this NXT crossover is freaking disintegrating that as we speak. And there's Sami Zayn with the United States Championship.
I told you that they might end up involved in Survivor Series. NXT versus TNA. I said that they should do that. Traditional match team TNA. And AJ Styles needs to be involved.
Well, as long as the fucking right team, right show, right brand wins, and fuck the main roster and your generic team of war games you're going to have. Anyways, Sami Zayn. Actually, there is one particular person
Said it was pretty emotional.
Javon Evans!
Bouncy!
And there's Josh Briggs. Jealousy. Oh, shit! And Josh Briggs and Javon Evans continuing hostilities. Javon bouncing into the screen.
Bouncy. Literally.
Sami trying to cool him down. I come over here and talk to you, right? You got something. You got something that you can't teach. You got heart.
He literally bounced into the screen.
For guys who've got some guts, it's not going to be easy. I'll tell you that right now. But for guys like us, the sky's the limit. Javon, the sky's the limit. Good luck with everything. Sami Zayn endorsing the future tonight with Javon Evans, who's already been endorsed by the Viper, Randy Orton. Why Javon, the sky might be the limit for him. But tonight, Tyler Breeze looks to make the NXT North American Championship gorgeous.
Yeah, I thought for a second JJ was right, and they were going to do an impromptu Javon Evans answering the U.S. title.
They got too much booked here tonight with all these cameos and fuck television to do that, unfortunately. Let's keep in mind, this is still TV, all right? WWE TV.
Man, with this special, they should have bought an extra hour.
They're too busy spending money in freaking Saudi Arabia. Anyway, Tyler Breeze with a selfie stick in hand. Once again, getting everybody a gorgeous close-up.
When's the last time you saw this entrance and thought you would see it again?
When was the last time I thought I'd hear Tyler Breeze sing this theme?
Dude,
who literally made his debut at Full Sail University, lest we forget, Walter.
Yep, that's why it's really a homecoming for him. I mean, last time I saw him, he was involved in like things with Xavier Wood on his YouTube channel, the Up, Up, Down, Down show.
That's more non-existent than freaking. Never mind.
I think he does have some kind of backstage role, though, for real. That's why it was easy for him to come back. And in real life, I think he does have a backstage producer role or something.
Yeah, you might potentially be right there. Why this guy has the role being the face of America, North America. All Eagle, Ethan Page for the Canadian North American title. As the people are saying Eagle.
Tyler Breeze still looking good, man.
Yeah, well, right now, Dawn in the red and white, Ash, I'm sure she's extremely proud of her Canadian tonight. Even Page, still NXT North American champion, was almost the AAA Latin American champion.
Oh, Canada.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. It may not be non-covered, but we're not doing that. As we saw at Worlds Collide, even Page almost made history, becoming champions of literally 2 countries after a twisted grin, but thanks to miscommunication by Akil Dr. Wagner Jr., dropping JD McDonough with that driver. Akiko was able to retain his AAA Latin American title, but some insides Ethan Page is not done pursuing gold in and out of WWE.
I'm glad none of us at the Simply Reliable Studio has any ego.
There's Akiko Dr. Wagner Jr. in the audience, still the AAA American champion, taking NXT Homecoming tonight. As there you see the new Canadian decorated NXT North American Championship on the line here.
There you go, Noah. See, I knew he had some role before. That's why it was easy to come.
Anyone who follows Wikipedia, though, I'm not sure how reliable of a source that is. That's especially when it's edited by fans. But okay, we'll go with that. I don't know what the work is with WWE. I don't work for them. Sure as hell don't read the reports. Unless it's from WWE website themselves. And even then, they fuck those up. If not Photoshop. Side headlock here. Of course, Tyler Breeze. We've seen him previously involved in the early days of takeovers, challenging for the NXT Championship. I still go back and remember that Fatal 4-Way.
Oh, hell yeah, that Fatal 4.
And Tyler Breeze is going to become the 23rd, I believe, NXT North American Champion. Got another tie, the side headlock applied here. Again, NXT will bring No Mercy, folks, next Saturday. I think TNA needs to bring more No Mercy to freaking NXT sooner rather than later. On site, on point. Oh! Nice drop kick, though. Tyler Breeze, of course, formerly part of the Fashion Police with Fandango. We've also remember Tyler Breeze. He started the first takeover, Walter. NXT takeover from a grander stage. He wasn't involved in the first match as NXT takeover Brooklyn when we really called for that evolution to see something new on a bigger stage. And he faced Joseph Thunder Liger.
Mm-hmm.
Up and over. A sidestep of Ethan Page. Oh, the big right locked Tyler Breeze.
NXT's stacked now too, man. I wonder who's going to be next year Iron Survivor. It's so stacked. Like,
well, I'm sure the deadline is coming up soon for some people here in NXT, but did Tyler Breeze go from gorgeous to grotesque in a hurry as this match continues in restaurant quality, picture-in-picture, fuck television?
yeah, I don't think Page's ego will allow somebody else to look better than him.
Well, there's a reason why one of his moves is called Twisted Grin. Ethan Page, by the way, who's been involved in NXT now for a little bit over a year and a cup of Tim Hortons, already freaking two-time NXT North American champion and a former NXT champion. 2 accolades that Tyler Breeze has never accomplished.
Mm-hmm. It's underrated.
Yeah, exactly. Last time I believe he challenged for the NXT North American Championship was against the Velveteen Dream, I believe.
Yep.
So I can fact check me on that if they want.
Well, let's go back to that TNA thing. Like, can you imagine if there is an invasion here?
I mean, it might be the most legitimate thing since we freaking saw NXT invade the main roster in 2019. And you know how biased I was during that time. I know Datilla, I saw her in the chat. Shout out to my No Love buddy. She doesn't work Tuesday nights, but she's here somehow acknowledging us covering Tuesday night. Datilla, I don't usually do this, by the way, either, and I don't blame you. But you and I are TNA faithful, so I know what team we're going for, and that ain't going to change.
TNA's home is Florida, too. Woo, not too far. Pretty sure a lot of them live in Florida.
Let's be honest, a lot of people in TNA and NXT live in Florida. It's a freaking war zone waiting to happen, or a battleground. Just needs to go under lockdown. Ethan Page right now controlling Tyler Breeze in the side headlock, but seeing is believing. And at the end of the day, when it comes to WWE versus blank, WWE will stop at nothing to make sure that they are the only thing. They're not a monopoly. I don't give a damn what the term's called, Ash. At the end of the day, it's WWE or nothing when it comes to this company. And you can't tell me differently. Tyler Breeze right now just throwing himself into Ethan Page. Freaking conglomerate, juggernaut, entrepreneuring dictatorship. Oh, man, what a clothesline.
Don't hold back at all, sir.
Cover 2. Look, I'm already in a mood. You got me freaking working on Tuesday nights. But either way, while it's only black and chrome, I do feel a spirit of black and gold. And now you're bringing up the TNA in me to a degree. And I didn't expect that here tonight, quite literally.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, I didn't expect to see Shayna Baszler on my screen.
Nah, that's true. That's one of the biggest surprises. They didn't mention her at all.
Legitimately, WWE actually did a surprise for once in their life. Ain't that some crazy shit? Even Page with a big boot in his face. Cover on Tyler Breeze and a 2 count off the back press. Tyler Breeze right now still somehow alive in this NXT North American Championship match while Ethan Page looks to continue to prove why he is the best in North America. Champion of 3 countries already, in his own opinion, and the best to come out of Canada. Sami Zayn come out of Canada too, I'm just saying. Ethan Page right now scouting Tyler Breeze, just turning him sideways with another big boot to the face. Ethan Page is having his way with Tyler Breeze's homecoming here. Looking to play spoiler. But Law and Order Toronto, are you fucking kidding me? They'll make a Law and Order show for any damn country. We're back here in NXT. Fuck television. Nothing original anymore. NXT North American Championship on the line. Title previously held by the likes of Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, Johnny Gargano, Damian Priest. Ooh, hoisted up. And right now, hooking up Tyler Breeze, possibly looking for an Eagle's Edge. Tyler Breeze able to get out of the way. They'll catch him as a Guri. Tyler Breeze right now knows he's going to have to knock Ethan Page's clock off his head. Oh, we also know that Tatum Heights, though, also has eyes on the NXT North American Championship, Walter.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's been booed out of America.
I don't know. I like the makeover he gave it, even though I'm not going to eat it.
Look, I will say this. That Tyler's never looked better. Cover. He's got the ropes. Oh, and the ref able to catch even. Now Tyler with the roll-up gets a 2 count. Good takeover there by Tyler Breeze. Hook on the near leg and a 2 count.
After Breeze was released, he never really wrestled again. He was doing the YouTube and thing. This dude still got it. He wasn't on the independence like that because he was more focused on his family. And it's amazing to see how much talent he got still.
And then he got Eagle's Edge, and oh, it's not over. And to your point, Tyler Breeze, again, he's been a fighter. He may never accomplish anything from it, but he's always been a fighter. They're going to look at that Eagle's Edge.
Calling up ruined him.
I mean, unfortunately, that's been the cause and effect of many from NXT during the previous ownership. Jury is out whether everyone from NXT nowadays is still justified in where they are. Causing Tyler Breeze over in the corner. Again, the main roster, LOL, brand split.
I mean, dude
NXT
made a
part of it.
Dude made a detective gimmick work.
Fashion police. I remember that gimmick. In the fashion justice system, etc. Tyler Breeze right now looking for a reprieve. Lauren even Page in the fuss and security and might be looking to use the ring to his advantage. Driving defense leg into the post.
Ow.
Tyler
That doesn't
Breeze
tickle.
Right now. I don't think anything I've been looking for that figure 4 leg lock wrapped around the ring post here. Can do a lot of damage in 4 seconds. Former FCW tag team champion. If y'all remember
Ironically, Bret Hart made that move famous. Another famous Connecticut.
Right? And JJ with a little bit of a nostalgia fact for y'all here. Before NXT, of course, the original form, the FCW. Tyler Breeze, formerly tag champion alongside Vaquer, a.k.a. the man you now acknowledge as your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Single leg grab applied here by Tyler Breeze. Ethan Page crawling his way to the ropes to force the break. Page being dragged back towards center, able to turn over. Inside cradle, head captured, cover, and a 2 count. Oh, I caught with a super kick. The pretty shot, that might be it, cover. Oh!
Hell no.
The beauty shot almost led to a new NXT North American champion.
Bro, they got me for a second. I almost thought it was over.
That move nearly won Tyler Breeze the NXT championship. And it did do it here tonight.
Imagine what that would have done to Ethan Page's ego. Oh, my God.
I don't think he would have looked himself in the mirror the same way again. Dueling chance here for Ethan Page. Trying to turn Ethan Page around, maybe for an unprettier. Ethan, though, looking for twisted grin. Tyler able to scout it, though, looking to hook him again. Up and over, lands on his feet. Both these men trying for position. Ethan Page falling in the corner, runs into Tyler's boot. Breeze coming in here. Out of the corner, looking to make history, trying to hook Ethan Page's head. Meanwhile, Ethan, though, just drove into the side of the head. Great quick offense here by both men here. Reacting on the fly. Meanwhile, Tyler Breeze taking Nando's to Ethan Page. Oh! Rolling kick, rolling heel kick, cover, kick out at 2. Almost a false insecurity there as it was playing possum there, Walter.
Hell yeah, he lured him in.
Well, let's not forget, Tyler Breeze, he may be gorgeous, but he was also very devious in NXT.
Oh, yeah.
To make sure that he was the talking point, the beauty shot from every angle.
I mean, what point people thought he had the potential to be Shawn Michaels again?
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, he sings his own music, so the jury is out. Remember one time he literally just kept on playing his song over and over again. Oh, brother. NXT Black and Gold. How I miss you. Ethan Page, though, hooking up Tyler Breeze from the top rope. Elevated, twisted grin. That's got me. It's over. Oh, it's over. Ethan Page still NXT North American champion.
I think you could have counted to 30 on that one.
Well, Ethan Page, the face of Canada, to the face of North America after a suspended twisted grin, turned Tyler Breeze upside down and down for the 3 count. That's one way to freaking rearrange your smile.
Right?
Prince Pretty with an ugly finish here tonight, but I still think Ethan Page is looking towards El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. and the AAA Latin American Championship.
I'll tell you one thing. He knows he's been in a fight. That wasn't as easy as he thought it was going to be.
Well, Tyler Breeze is no pushover.
No. Yeah, but when somebody's been out of the ring for that long, you kind of take them lightly.
And Tatum Heights right now watching on backstage. We got Damian Priest back here in NXT. Damian Priest, of course, we saw his feud over Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American title.
Whew.
Literally talking about that as he went on to go win the North American Championship. Had the greatest celebration in history in the hot tub. I remember that celebration. You talked about and showed it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ava, and No Mercy, it's you versus Ethan Page for the North American Championship. What?
He did beat him in the flag match.
Well, is a flag match really a victory?
Yeah, but I mean, if you beat a champion in any match, it doesn't matter. It shows you as the W. You earn a title shot, I guess.
I guess that's a cause and effect. Speaking of effect, here comes the most annoying Aussie ever. It's going to be time for the Grayson Waller effect and his special guest, the NXT champion with Femi and Ricky Saints. Grayson Waller up next to NXT Homecoming after this commercial break. Fuck television. Shout out to Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens and Asuka on that graphic.
I don't know how these people are going to share a ring.
Well, considering one is absolutely eagerly absorbed, the other one is absolutely obnoxious and annoying with himself. And then you have the ruler of NXT that takes no BS from anybody. I'm expecting somebody to take a fall from grace.
He better have the old school NXT title that JJ showed us that video that he was holding. He better bring that out.
I mean, it would be kind of a prestigious moment. I remember the Big N. I remember the original NXT championship. Hell, I still have that NXT championship with Undisputed Era license plates. It just always up to the side.
JJ did too. It used to be behind him all the time on his videos.
Right? Tell you what, if it comes out tonight, maybe I'll pull it out here because, shoot, that title was glorious. That title was undisputed. That title, the Prince didn't miss. It was held by a Samoan submission machine. It was always up for somebody that was ready to fight. It was Sami Zayn's sweet victory. Shall I continue? Anyway. But
Nakamura,
like I said, you brought out a guy that eats, sleeps, and breathes black and gold NXT at NXT Homecoming during the black and chrome era. I'm just saying. Where they're still treating TNA like an underling. That's a whole different conversation. Good God, I freaking got worked up on TNA and NXT on a Tuesday night. What the fuck's wrong with me? Anyway, let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Before we continue our conversations, I want to just give some acknowledgments and shout outs here. I want to remind you all to follow the OBG, the original Big G. We don't acknowledge the other G on our screens. Always about the original Big G. Follow the social medias. There you see it right there, folks. Original Big G1 and American original non-Aussie wannabe. There you go. Simple as that. And shout out to the Tilla who's in the chat, the Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger. Follow her at Raisins Wrestling when it's wrestling time on the social media, as you see right there, or the Tilla _ on the X. Tilla, we got to have a simple session here soon, by the way, too. I'll talk to you later about that.
So do we.
Yeah, right. I'm about to say. And shout out to those, by the way, that have been part of the simple session so far. Mark Griffith, Ash, thank you. I look forward
to we.
Yes, I'm saving him for a milestone episode. But which one? Yeah, you'll just stay tuned. But again, content. All about the content, right? A context and content. But anyway, yeah, shout out to everybody who cares about Studio. Shout out to all of you that make this possible, that watch continually, or if you're tuning in for the first time, James Hebert, still a fucking idiot. Follow him, though. He does really cool, dumb things on the internet. Go look at his documentary that he did on his uncle, which makes him happy. A man that always is busy to the point he still has yet to do the freaking highlight package for last year's shenanigans. Don't be a dickhead. Subscribe to our Canadian friend, shout out Bat Dash. Biggest Saber Jr. fan, lover of Blade Tuckers that you will ever see. We always appreciate Ash. Follow her at Barry for Wrestling. Join Barry's Army today. And if you haven't figured out already what we do here, we're also on the X. So you can follow us there for all the updates, for all of our content, and all of us and what we do there. So follow SRS Studios. That is SR Studios 2024 on the X. Follow us there. And again, I'm sure that's not the only time I'll be shilling, but at least it wasn't fit for me in the freaking headsets.
Keep it simple. Follow us all.
Simple as that. Again,
That's our new
follow them.
motto. That's our new motto. Keep it simple.
Hey there, it is the center of attention, Brittany Brooks here.
This is your NWA Women's World Television Champion.
This is the TNA Knockouts World Champion, Masha Slamovich.
Subscribe to Rage of Wrestling on YouTube. Póngase verde.
You better subscribe right now ahora to Rage of Wrestling.
Subscribe to Rage of Wrestling on YouTube.
Everybody, make sure you subscribe to Rage of Wrestling on YouTube and get them to 200 subscribers. Let's go!
And now that that's been done, you now have to go to 300 and set a milestone. As again, an incredible moment and accomplishment. Congratulations to you, Walter. I'm very happy for you. And again, folks, subscribe, in any language you want to say the word, subscribe. It's not about me. It's about them. It's about you. It's about professional wrestling. It's sure as hell ain't about this Aussie idiot as we get back here at NXT Homecoming. Time for my least favorite talk show in recent history, The Waller Effect. Grab your popcorn. Go on Instagram if you choose. This is something that I don't have to do anything for. Ironically enough, he nice fun for the wow, Ricky Saints over Femi got the freaking no entrance.
I didn't expect that.
It's TV, dude. And it already looks like over Femi and Ricky Saints have had enough of this shit. Why does Ricky Saints look like he could be coming out from the Copacabana? Oh wait, that's right. We are in Florida. You're right. Never mind.
At the Copa.
Or be a Billy Ocean cosplayer, Caribbean Queen. Caribbean Queen. Non-copyright. But Femi, of course, still the unstoppable ruler of NXT since winning the NXT Championship at New Year's Evil.
I think you're getting those vocals already because we have a Canadian karaoke coming soon.
You guys hate me. That's all you're proving. You just constantly want to freaking... The Domingo says aren't going to have money. It's the end of the month, so maybe I'll actually have a saving grace. I got to worry about bills like all of you yahoos. I'm going to be playing Mario Kart and ignoring the hell out of you watching British game shows. You ain't getting me do nothing. And right now, let's see what Obafemi has to say here.
I'm a little upset he doesn't have the other belt.
Too much like right. We're gay. I don't think I'm very special. You've been acting like the best thing since sliced bread. Your iconic pose. Since you signed to NXT. But despite everything you got going for you, I can't help but be overwhelmed by you. Each day I eat, sleep, and breathe this title. Damn. You look bad at this past this branch, you can carry someone else's bags. Cody Rhodes' bags.
Damn.
You carry as many bags as you ride as NXT out middle mercy. I will show you the door. Damn. I mean, is Ricky Saints looking past the NXT Championship?
What would he be looking past it to?
Cody Rhodes. Okay, scouting. Sponsored. What is Obafemi without the title? Who are you at the core of it? You're just a pampered athlete versus a warrior spirit. Ooh. Eight years ago at the PC, 3 days, he got a no from that tryout. Doesn't matter how you try. It just does not work out the way you expect it to. But it does eventually, because you're standing right here in NXT. Realize delay is not denial. Always gamble on myself.
Ricky's not lying about that grind.
Yeah, Deanna Purrazzo, Chelsea Green, anybody that wasn't born and raised in WWE is the definition of grind. I'm not going to be delayed. I'm not going to be denied. I am going to be NXT champion because I am absolute Ricky Saints. And here comes that freaking trick.
Oh my God.
Too insane. Oh, but you still have something that belongs to me. Dude, you lost it. Get over it. You're saying about your boo-boo face? Keep
Why
quiet
he gotta
talking?
Why you gotta stick his face into things? Got nothing to do with you.
Trick Williams is more eagerly absorbed than Ethan Page at this point. It's a Tino. Trick Williams, TNA champion. What am I with? The NXT champion over Femi.
Let's talk about it.
Wait. Is Grayson Waller trying to do a winner takes all between Oba Femi and Trick Williams one-on-one, and the winner faces Ricky Saints for both titles?
Come on, no. Mike Santana needs the NXT title.
And Oba Femi takes the mic away from Grayson Waller. Trick, next week I'm going to beat you and take that TNA World Championship from you. Is that no mercy? I will successfully defend both titles against you and show that you're a disgrace. And that is the Oba Femi effect. What the fuck?
Huh?
Trick Williams and Oba Femi title for title, and the winner faces Ricky Saints for all the gold?
Tonight?
I don't think he's going to be denied because we don't have time. I think he's going to try and make that match official next week with Ava Raine. So when does Grayson Waller have a say in things?
Where's Ava and all? Where's Ava, by the way?
Working backstage, clearly.
They're keeping her off TV for that because of the controversy, quote unquote.
Controversy, who gives a fuck? WWE don't give a fuck. Mate, just gives them cash.
Man, this is some shit. Then what happens to Mike? You're screwing Mike Santana.
Bobby Roode!
Glorious!
Give it a hallelujah! Oh, that was good. Okay, I had my moment. All right, now I'm going to bed. I've seen enough of this shit.
Now, you might still have a moment. There's a
Oh,
certain
God
name.
bless it, Joe Hendry.
I was just going to say there's a certain name nobody said yet.
Say his name. You almost said his fucking name. And it
Yep.
showed up.
Every time Charlie Dempsey has been there, Joe Henry popped up.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I have to say, I was scared for Joe Henry. I thought we almost had a Shockmaster 2.0 when he broke through the wall last week.
Bobby Roode endorsing Joe Hendry and Winston Clare in the middle there. When, for God's sake, don't do anything while I'm gone. Charlie Dempsey, I guess, is going away for a little while. And Ren Sinclair apparently is going to hold down No Quarter Catch Crew, whatever the fuck that means.
There is no quarter catch crew. It's only them two.
Oh, who the fuck cares? Factions don't matter in WWE. You know that. Not the Seth Friars and the Death Friars. Death Friars would kick their ass. Anyway, moving on. They're going to commercial break. Fuck television. It's almost as friggin' nonchalant as that damn tag match we got Saturday versus Loser with the Seth Riders versus the Usos, where the Usos can't coexist. Bring up another tag, and what the fuck not? That's the WWE effect. How about that hot shit? Anyway, Bobby Roode endorsing Joe Hendry. I will admit that was pretty cool. I'm glad I got Glorious for a moment. Didn't get the fame, so disappointment. And yeah, Bobby Roode, by the way, one of the most notorious TNA World Champions. Let's forget the damn it factor of TNA. All right, now I'm back. You can go ahead.
Glorious Hendry. A glorious Hendry.
Glorious Hendry?
That's the segment.
What's wrong with you? You can't wrestle. And when NXT, hey, so much freaking, oh my God. All right. To bring you up to speed on that other madness that happened, that was a pointless publicity stunt for Progressive. Fuck ever. But prior to that, what actually matters, based on what I heard, Walter, Femi is going to face Trick Williams apparently next week on NXT, and Grayson is going to go to Ava Rain and make sure it's title for title. And the winner of that match is going to face Ricky Six at No Mercy for both those championships, apparently.
The invasion might happen next week because there's no way Mike Santana is going to let that happen because you screw Mike Santana if you do that.
Yeah, well, right now, why I think TV's screwing us over, here's what's not going to screw you over, and that's the Simple Album Studios, because we don't just cover this crazy shit. We cover a whole lot more. You don't believe us? Check out this watch-along trailer. Roll the credits.
And now for a taste of things to come.
And truly here at the Simply Reliable Studios, we encompass, celebrate, engage, embrace, react, rant, criticize, analyze, and pretty much put our stamp in approval on all the wrestling, particularly at the Rage of Wrestling. And welcome back to the Simply Reliable Studios. Here again, Walter Cruz, Noah Farr. So we are Super Reliable, bringing you in tune to NXT Homecoming. It's NXT Return Home from where it began tonight. From the black and gold to the black and chrome, as we have, why the fuck is Lexis King in the ring? NXT Homecoming. Okay, well, this is more random than a freaking Joe Hendry appearance.
Hey, be careful. You said his name.
We don't overkill gimmicks here. You know that.
I'm just saying. He might appear on here, and I would love to do that interview.
You are really pushing it, dude. Like what I'm going to say is overrated. Fuck you. Got all the standards today of today's wrestling. You call today wrestling? Cheer and celebrate the stars of the past.
Oh, please tell me. Please tell me Joe Henry interrupts him and beats his ass.
I wouldn't mind it.
Huh.
I have it. I'm here now.
Or some classic NXT person.
Finn Balor calling it now.
Mm-hmm.
Being into a pulp. And that chair in the darkness. Talking about Miles Bourne. Sex discussing evil mind. Death man. Who's playing for Cruz with me? It's a lights out match. Well, speaking of the lights out, welcome back, the Prince.
Oh, yeah.
Finn Balor! And fuck that Judgment Day theme! One of the greatest NXT champions in NXT history. The Prince has come back home. And by the way, shout out to Seafalls, by the way. Def Rebel can turn over in his AI grave if he thinks he ever made music better than Seafalls ever did.
Man, I didn't think we would hear this theme.
Nor would I do this. Oh, that felt good.
Mm-hmm.
Far too damn long. I've heard those choiring choruses. And that guitar for the Prince, Finn Balor. NXT Universe on their feet for his absolutely too sweet for the original Bullet Club member, Prince Devitt, returning home tonight at NXT.
He damn sure said that felt good if you read his lips a few moments ago.
I mean, even the main roster has to get old sometimes. Damn. Finn Balor, of course, who won the NXT Championship against the likes of Samoa Joe in his very first run.
Mm-hmm.
And wait a minute. Oh, look, turn behind you. There's Miles Borg. He may be deaf, but he can see clearly. Oh. Freaking zigzag. Alexis isn't talking now, but he might be in the drop zone.
I love how they did that. You had the camera focus on Balor so you didn't know Miles was behind him.
Homecoming for the Prince, Finn Balor, 80 miles born tonight.
That's a bad homecoming for Lexus King.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Lexus King is an unwelcome guest that was shown the door. NXT Universe on their feet, appreciating Finn Balor returning home tonight at NXT Homecoming.
Mm.
And again, next week, Miles Bourne and Lexus King
Lights
will
out
be in
match?
a lights out match on NXT.
The hell's a lights out match, by the way?
Anything goes. And there's a finisher. What the fuck? NXT Retaining Championship.
It's gonna get messed up. Santana's gonna come. I'm telling you, the invasion's happening next week.
It's got him at this point. TNA fucking killed this NXT for Pete's sake. They're trying to destroy you.
That was the final straw. I'm saying it now. And he put all the tweets earlier, JJ. I'm telling you now that TNA's showing up next week. They're not letting that shit happen.
Fucking kills this locker room. That being said, next week also Speed's on the line. Later, Reed, Cancer Ray. Someone gets 3 minutes of fame. Who gives a fuck? As we get ready for our 6-woman main event here, you want to talk about Fiddle influence on the business. Fiddle influence has been a plague in TNA and NXT, led by the NXT champion, still the WTF of the year, Jayne.
NXT just got a hell of a lot more interesting.
Maybe. Will I watch it? Maybe. But that being said, coming up next, Lyra Valkyria, Rhea Ripley, spinning Valkyria return home to NXT to neutralize a fatal influence, taking on Jazmyn Nix, Fallon Henley, and Jayne. It's 6-woman tag team action when we come back to NXT Homecoming from this commercial break. Fuck television.
Depending on what else they book, I make Joey Styles the shit.
Hey, I'll give you a few clicks in your channel. I wouldn't blame you, bruv. Again, I don't know at this point. You already know where I stand. I'm black and gold, not freaking silver and chrome. And I sure as hell am TNA faithful. And that right there will drive me over the wall if they literally have the TNA championship held hostage with the NXT champion. Why I respect him with Femi far more than Trick Williams because he'll be a fighting champion. That's TNA's fucking cornerstone, and Mike Santana is the next guy in line to challenge for it.
He's screwed. I'm telling you, they're trying to screw him. I'm telling you, TNA.
WWE
Remember, I
trying
said
to
it first.
screw
TNA
TNA.
showing up.
They're
next
waiting to
week.
buy it out. It's an acquisition waiting to happen when they get them off Access TV and put them on some bullshit cable satellite network that no one gives two shits about.
TNA needs a streaming deal, man.
Yeah, they need something, and I don't know what it is. They need a freaking miracle at this point.
TNA needs to. Maybe they should slide on over to Peacock.
Nothing good in the long run comes from WWE with another wrestling company without WWE absorbing it. Especially with TKO dictatorship.
Yeah, fuck yeah, with your prices and so going to see live events. Shit.
I mean, you basically called Hunger Games yourself without freaking Katniss involved. I'm surprised she hasn't made a cameo yet. You're going to have nothing but executives, bigwigs, top 1%, and freaking dictators attending W events at some point at this point. Unless people choose to borrow loans for 300% interest.
It's going to be a bunch of people that can't look as good as you in a suit.
And they got freaking plastic surgery and mad science that will make them look better otherwise, or some AI cinematography. Who knows? Anyway, why the fuck are you getting me all high and started here? I do not work Tuesday nights. Anyway, got myself a damn.
You do tonight.
Well, there's been some good from it, I suppose, but a whole lot more animosity and frustration towards this black and chrome. Anyway, looking at the Tula here, saying the revolution be televised. Matthew with the say his name. Balor with his old theme, thank God. Yeah, right, Matthew? Now, if only they can do it on the main roster. Oh, wait, they can't.
You never know with Dirty Dom getting his ego so far because he's double champ.
Dirty Dom does not have power over TKO, and you know it. Shoot.
Just saying, the separation might come.
If WWE wanted to actually assemble from within and force a change with the music licensing, it would have happened already. And you know it.
Yep, I would have been brought Jim Johnston back.
Johnson, CFOS, some other person. Hell, Del Oliver from freaking TNA. You got TNA back in play. Why not try and bring him? Anyway, freaking JJ with the thought here. Oh, that's right. She did make that promise. So I'm glad I didn't promise anything. So again, folks, if you haven't already, subscribe. Rangers of Wrestling until on YouTube. If you want her to work Tuesday nights, Rangers of Wrestling on YouTube when it's wrestling time. If she gets to 59 subscribers, she will start covering NXT.
Don't let her Triple H that shit. Make her work on Tuesdays.
Y'all are going to make me work 7 days a week. From the Mae Young Classic to the Cruiserweight Classic to so much more. And of course, forget about people that you should respect and follow. If you haven't already, support Jeff motherfucking Meacham and the relaunch of the Jeff Meacham Network next year, January 4th, 2026. Again, support Jeff Meacham today, _ Jeff Meacham Instagram. And again, if you want to follow me, again, I'm barely social, but I pontificate, I moderate, I commentate, I freaking officiate. So find me on Fox 916 if you choose, here on the X and on YouTube. And again, shout out to producer man in the back room, the regular wrestling JJ Williams, who's always looking for the smoke when it comes to Street Profits, and also looking for that bitch to finally become something in WWE. So follow the regular wrestling JJ Williams, Casting Studios. You saw it, you heard it earlier. Get it, got it, bueno. If you haven't already, subscribe, follow, and support Walter Cruz at Rage of Wrestling. Again, he's already reached 1 milestone. Let's get on to 300 and see what's in store for him then.
We want the smoke.
Talking a big old bass. All right. Well, we saw Montez Ford, so we already knew the EST was going to be somewhere on our screens. There she is in the audience. There's Bianca Belair, someone else who never won the NXT championship, might I add. Speaking of the NXT Women's Championship, there you see Jacy Jayne, by some divine miracle, by the way, still NXT Women's Champion, who will be defending that title at No Mercy as we welcome back the rise of a Valkyria. I still say the NXT UK feud's better, but I'm always going to be impartial. But it is nice to see Lyra Valkyria back home in NXT.
The NXT UK was the shit.
You fucking right it was. Of course, Lyra Valkyria, I do wonder if she's 100% mentally and physically after what transpired just last night on Monday Night Raw. Not only that match with Roxanne Perez, but that post-verbal assault from Bayley.
Who's to say Bayley won't show up?
Yeah, jury is out. Speaking of, here's someone else that's going to show up here. The Dark Angel of WWE, and who is challenging for the vacated Women's Heavyweight Championship this Saturday. Former NXT Women's Champion, by the way, that Jayne beat, by the way, Stephanie Valkyria.
Ooh.
And she could become the Women's World Champion this Saturday at WrestlePalooza, Walter.
I just love that we're going to get the tonight.
Oh, fuck me. I forgot I'm with the desensitized commentator here, not named Walter Cruz. But I'm also here with brutality, so maybe I'll be in a little bit of a better mood, because here comes Rhea Ripley. We saw Shayna Baszler earlier. As I said before, Rhea Ripley's claim to fame in NXT came at the expense of Shayna Baszler when she won the NXT Women's Championship and became the eradicator of the WWE. It's a hell of a summit here.
Brutality.
Lyra Valkyria, who of course had that hunger, that fighting spirit restored in her, courtesy of Rhea Ripley during her previous tenure here in NXT. And speaking of Valkyria, who came into NXT just last year, has already been NXT Women's and NXT Champion.
This isn't the blonde girl heavy built Rhea Ripley. This is the dark goth version.
Yeah, no kidding. This is not the rugby player that came in during the Mae Young Classic. This is that punk rock bitch eradicator, to your point, who's been on top of WWE since, never mind. Pretty much 4 years ago, 2021, when she went to WrestleMania 37 and beat Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. And Fatal Influence right now looking to make this homecoming a spoiler for these three with the assault in the early going here.
This is what they need to do, to be honest.
I mean, again, we've also seen Fatal Influence as of late have lost a lot of influence here with each other in NXT, let alone across the NXT landscape.
Yeah.
Cracks have shown that this trio might be covering here off the bat press sense on 2 count, that this trio might be separating sooner rather than later. The only thing that might be holding them together is the fact that Jayne still holds the power. Roll up here by Stephanie, gets a 1 count.
Yep, well, it's the fact that she's the champ. Once she loses that, I think it's all done for
Double A Nelson. Nice bridge there by Stephanie for a 2 count. Swing a miss and off the ropes, but the T. Harris takes Stephanie up and over. First to be superstar signed from Chile, by the way. Bring up to speed, by the way, on what we've seen in on NXT Homecoming. Charlotte Flair and Bliss defeated Tam Paxley Zayn to retain the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Trick Williams and Carmelo defeated DIY thanks to Miz, fucking idiot. Ethan Page defeated Tyler Breeze with a suspended twisted grin to retain the NXT North American Championship. And it's been made official. Next week, Trick Williams will go one-on-one over Femi TNA Championship versus NXT Championship. Winner takes all. And Finn Balor also returned home tonight and laid out Lexus King.
Disrespectful to Santana. My boys, I'm pissed about that.
It's disrespectful to TNA, and I hope that, you know what, we'll talk more about that next week.
It's more specifically to Santana, though.
Yes, I get. Santana has been working his whole life for this. Never been involved in WWE. Yes, he's supposed to shine for the TNA champion, but this is TNA's cornerstone being dictated by WWE. And right now, Rhea Ripley is looking to rearrange the face of Fatal Influence here. To your point, it looks like we got TNA reacting here at the bottom. Mike Santana is saying, kid everyone, I'm pretty sick and tired of all the NXT has control over TNA. We can do what we want. Bullshit. It's about time we do something. Hashtag NXT Homecoming. And there might be more of an invasion invading this home before the night's out. Meanwhile, Rhea Ripley, Lyra in control. Can they prevent a Fatal Influence night? NXT Homecoming after this commercial break. Fuck television. Grayson is never going to be the TNA champion. We already established this. He's the court jester to the freaking clown that runs TNA. And as long as he's in his good graces, he doesn't need the title. He's never going to be champion.
Who?
Yeah, that guy, the future. Anyway, what we're talking about? Yeah, about to say. Top. About
The
to say.
reaction.
To every action, there's an equal opposite reaction, and to every influence, there might be an equal opposite fatal influence. And I'm not just talking about this trio here, as we got a picture-in-picture, still fuck television. Yes, Sandy Miz and his dumbass showed up here, not seen in NXT in relativity since the game show era beginning. Screw DIY as Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams got the win tonight in that tag bout. And now we're trying to see who's going to get a win here. I will say this, by the way, about this women's trios match, which right now should be the only thing that should matter, but clearly not when TNA is getting fucked over in more ways than one. Talk about getting freaking fucked from the front and the back. Cover 2. I want to know that. I'm still a virgin. 2 count here.
What the fuck?
And I'm going to stay that way. I don't need
Oh my
that
god,
circle.
I'm so glad I wasn't drinking water when you said that.
What? I wasn't hearing the damn thing you said there in a moment. Anyway, fatal influence right now. Iceland and Lyra Valkyria in their corner. And of course, Lyra, though, we talk about the fact that Jacy is going to defend the NXT Women's Championship at No Mercy. We need to consider that. Hold that thought. Cover 2 count only. We need to also consider this. If Lyra or Rhea or Stephanie pin Jacy, they might be in line to challenge the NXT Women's Championship.
JC holds that victory over Stephanie too. That could be in the back of her head that this woman beat me once.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Stephanie has not forgotten about that, and I think Stephanie wants her comeuppance back. Lyra looking for the tag, though, but Jayne, to her credit, trying to prove she's anything but a second wheel, looking to become the fatal influence of NXT still going forward here. Iceland Lyra from her corner. I mean, we already saw fatal influence. Jazmyn and Fallon have lost tag match after tag match. They lost out the number 1 contendership match. They lost out previously earlier than that to Lola Vice and Kalani Jordan. And might I add, though, in case you're all wondering who's going to challenge this thing that's the NXT Women's Championship, it's Lola Vice. She's the new number 1 contender. She won that in NXT Heatwave in a triple threat against Kalani Jordan. Nice fisherman suplex with a bridge here, though.
Your next NXT Women's Champion, Lola Vice.
Look at this guy with the freaking spoiler, apparently, and not the prediction. Last chancery here, though, on Lyra Valkyria. Impressive hold here.
She got next.
We'll see, dude. NXT Homecoming continuing here right now. 6-woman tag main event. Lyra, Stephanie, and Rhea taking on fatal influences. Jazmyn Nix, Jacy, Jayne, and Fallon Henley. Jazmyn Nix in the ring now with Lyra. And somehow Lyra able to skip out that last chance. We're trying to hoist Jazmyn over.
If she isn't next, prepare for a rant.
You think, shoot, I've been ranting all night. I'm just waiting for you to unleash your rage. Oh, man, what a knee strike. Jazmyn,
yeah, you'll see it. If Lola doesn't win that title, you'll see it.
Jazmyn Nix's soccer background coming into play here with that vicious knee to the face.
Hell yeah, that was brutal. That'll break a nose.
Tag made right here to Fallon Henley. Fallon Henley, former NXT Women's North American Champion. Shout out to Tessa Price from the bi-state area, of course. Still, in my opinion, should have been the NXT Women's Champion, but I'll leave that alone. Hoisted up, suspended, and drop face first with a team flapjack. Follow up double team with the blockbuster. Now Jacy Jayne once again neutralizing Mommy, running knee strike cover by the NXT Women's Champion. Gets a 2 count on Lyra.
Oof.
Good grief.
Good grief indeed.
And of course, Jacy Jayne's been champion since I said being instead of Valkyria. She has been champion now for over 110 plus days. Schoolgirl roll up by Lyra gets a 2 count again, folks. Action continues forward here. Stay tuned as we will be doing super ditting for WrestlePalooza. 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at the Ciampa Studios. And the TNA locker room apparently reacting to this bullshit that's happening as we got a tweet
brought up the Vaquer loss. That was the most shocking thing I've seen in NXT, dude.
That is literally the most shocking thing done this year in WWE, probably, because no one expected Jacy Jayne to beat Stephanie Valkyria that soon into her NXT Women's Championship run, might I add. Tab made now to Stephanie, tab made now to Jazmyn.
Did you read Moose's thing out loud, or just said he was?
I saw it, but I think it reads for itself. Again, the TNA locker room right now in an uproar over this bullshit. Eat defeat by Stephanie Valkyria to Fallon Henley. I don't blame them. Double knees in the corner. For all the hate I'll give Ash credit where credit's due. At least she's actually standing for TNA and not her former employer. Oh, no. Oh, no. Might be looking for the STB instead. Oh, wait a minute. And Jayne. Clocked by Stephanie Vaquer. Oh! Big heel kick, though. Takes Stephanie down and a tag made to found Henley. And right now, Fallon Influence is working on all cylinders.
Yeah, wow. They're actually a unit.
Catapult next kick combination gets a 2 count on Stephanie Vaquer. That's a hell of a freaking overhead Pele kick there by Jazmyn Nix. I will give her that.
That was right on the button.
Yeah, I'm about to say that soccer background. For those that don't know, Jazmyn Nix is a soccer background. Uh-oh, time in a mommy.
That's pretty much a bicycle kick in the soccer world.
Yeah, overhead kick, of course, that has been such buzzer beaters for some of the best teams in the freaking World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea Ripley right now with the NXT Women's Champion. Back kick now to Jayne, now hoisted up in the body position. Far away throw. And Rhea Ripley right now in control of Jayne, hoisted up. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Might be looking for Razor's Edge. And found Henry coming to the aid of her partner. Oh, and Stephanie and Rhea beating both Fallon and Jacy to the punch. Hoisted up. Face first, backdrop suplex. And look at the Walter.
Mm-hmm.
No. You don't think. Wait a minute, Jazmyn. Oh, just got shot with a drop kick.
Mm.
Now Lyra might be looking to soar for the ropes with the drop kick to the outside. And Rhea and Stephanie might give Walter a 2-for-1 special.
Can we just, all three of y'all do it, please?
Oh, God. Okay, go ahead.
I'll let Booker do it.
Freaking goober. I don't know who's the bigger goober at this point. You or Booker T. Well, Booker T. The jury's out. He's the one that
I don't know, but note to self, apply for a cameraman and position.
But Jayne right now is the outside ring. As for a Freeman. Uh-oh! Walter! Your other mamacita here!
Mm-hmm.
The next challenger is the NXT Women's Championship.
The next champion, or at least better.
Oh, man! Spinning back fist in the chest on the red's back. Now Toddman and Rhea Ripley. Pop handle position. Hooking up Jayne. Riptide! Riptide cover! Rhea with the win!
Man. You knew it was over after that.
Good grief.
That back fist is ridiculous.
That is a fatal influence in its own right as Lyra, Stephanie, and Rhea win tonight in NXT's Homecoming's main event.
Mm-hmm.
Someone get Walter some water, by the way. Despite the fact he was quiet, I feel like his body temperature went up a few degrees.
Hell yeah, it did. I'm not going to lie.
You got more than you bargained for in that match and then some, as Mommy once again proves that she's always on top.
Wait a minute. Mommy and Mamacita on the same screen. Damn it.
And you might be looking at the next NXT Women's Champion. This fatal influence might reach a deadline and flatline come no mercy as we once again prove tonight why we are NXT. For Walter Cruz, I'm Noah Foster. We'll see you in about 30 minutes for City Predicting WWE WrestlePalooza. And stay tuned next week for the future of TNA and the NXT Championships, and so much more to come in and out of WWE and here at the Simply Reliable Studios as we go backstage. Well, wait a minute, we're not done here backstage.
I could die a happy man now. Whoa, what's going on?
They say it looks like you got a lot on your plate to deal with here. We saw William Regal and Ava Rain with the phone and Oba Femi and Trick Williams face to face. As the show officially ends, Walter, cut the feed, get some water, go rehydrate, go cool yourself down. We'll see you guys in 30 minutes. This has been NXT Homecoming. Thank you for tuning in. And stay tuned for City Predicting WrestlePalooza here in 30 minutes at Super Bible Studios. Again, We are NXT, black and chrome, black and gold. It doesn't matter where you came from or what you know. We are still NXT now and forever. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night, folks. Make a positive impact in life. Have a good night.
Good night, people.